Michael van Gerwen is on course for his 4th Players' Championship Finals victory in the space of 5 years. He's beaten former champion Paul Nicholson 6-2 here in Minehead. And MVG will play Steve West tomorrow. And Michael's now talking to Ned Boulting about the match.
Well, it's job done, isn't it, Michael? But I think the whole darting world knows that there's a lot more to come from you than what we saw up there.
Yeah, of course, there's a lot more to come. I got more in the tank. I didn't play my best performance, but still above the 100 average. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Chris Mason just told me. And I said, I didn't play too well. And he said, yeah, but still over 100 average.
Yeah, you were surprised, genuinely surprised that it was a ton average.
Yeah, it felt like a 90, to be fair. But it's still nice to win. Paul, at some patch, he played quite well. He had some good scoring, but on the end of the road, I think my doubles were there at the right moment, and that's what you have to do when you want to win the game, and yeah, that's the most important thing.
Is it sometimes a problem for you when you don't feel that the level of the game is high enough to give you that kind of sense of pressure, that to reach your levels, it's just not quite there sometimes?
Yeah, it's not easy to always perform 100% what I always want from myself, and I always try to get the best out of myself. It's not always possible, but I think you need to have a goal in life and a goal in the tournament. And if you want to win a tournament, you also you need to make sure you get the confidence early on in the earlier rounds to make sure you get prepared for the other top gear players, like in the quarterfinal, semi-final, final. So there's all preparation for later in the tournament.
Yeah, preparation for later in the tournament, and this tournament itself is a big stepping stone to the World Championships. But you take this one very seriously, and to win this would be the perfect preparation for you.
I think I can't really complain with my preparation so far. I won the last 3 televised tournaments.
Not bad.
Not bad. So it was always nice to win close before World Championship for your confidence, for everything, but also know how your form stands at at this moment. And yeah, this is the perfect time in the year when you want to be in your form. And I didn't play too well tonight, but I think I'm in good form, and I'm going to show everyone later in the tournament, and that's my goal.
Well done. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yes, he'll be back tomorrow and quite possibly Sunday. Another Dutchman is through to round 2. This time it's Ron Meulenkamp, who has beaten the Aussie Kyle Anderson 6-4 over on board 2. Fantastic victory for Ron Meulenkamp, and he's quite chuffed about it. And this is what's going on at the moment downstairs. 170 checkout. That's not bad timing, is it, from Michael Smith? Wow. To pull a leg back there and gone 2-0 down against Jan Dekker. Quite a match that could be there. Well, 2 very popular walk-ons to look forward to here on the main stage in the first round at Butlins in Minehead. Peter Wright, we know very well what he's going to be doing in a few minutes. Everybody's going to be dancing along to that, but Baker Steve Hine has a rather different walk-on. He has been known to throw muffins into the crowd in the past. I wonder what he's got in store for the fans here. Around 5,500 are packed into the Skyline Arena. Here's John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action. This is the Mr. Green Sport Players' Championship Finals, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation, live on ITV, as we welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world. It's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back, the Muffin Man, Steve Hine! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning UK Open champion and German Masters winner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started! Snake Boy, Peter Wright!
Peter Wright's impressed with the crowd turnout tonight. 5,500 of them. Half of them seem to have muffins in their hands now, including Peter. Chris Mason and Stuart Pike are going to talk us through this one.
Yeah, and he forgot to visit the commentary box, Steve Hine, but good to see him back on the big stage. It's been a while since the Muffin Man has graced the major TV stage, but here he is against Peter Wright. And the last time that we saw Peter Wright on this stage, as he's milking the 5,000 crowd here. Look at this, listen to this, in the palm of his hands. Yeah, poor old Steve Hine, a good walk-on, but all the crowd, not surprisingly, with the world #2, Peter Wright. Yeah, and the last time he was a winner, he was a big winner, he was a major winner for the first time back in March in front of the ITV Sport cameras when he won the UK Open. Since then, heartache in 3 major finals. Can he go back-to-back here on the stage at Minehead?
I think back the last time I'd seen Steve Hine, and it was World Championship Circus Tavern. I think that was his debut year in the Worlds.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Poor fella.
First legacy to throw first. Come on.
Nothing man pants, and nothing can outdo Peter Wright
No,
when it comes to outfits.
He's not going to trump Wrighty in that department.
48.
He's the only person that makes my shirts look dull. Sticking with the darts.
Yep, same darts that took him to the Grand Slam final last weekend.
Welcome to the party, Mr. Hine.
81.
Some atmosphere. That,
Well, I mean,
Walk-on.
he was about to throw his first 3 practice darts and stopped because the crowd was singing his name and he was conducting the orchestra.
Does have something special about this venue.
A 180 followed by not a lot. if you are just joining us, the big shock of the day, Gary Anderson beaten by Mickey Mansell, but the story behind the headline, Anderson still troubled by a back injury, but also as Peter Wright looks at another maximum. Well, maximum, nothing, maximum. But also Steve Hine. Anderson has been in the Taunton General Hospital for the last couple of days looking after his baby daughter, respiratory problems, but thankfully she's on the mend. Peter Wright takes the opening leg against the throw. So yeah, Gary Anderson's mind clearly elsewhere.
Yes, he did the back when he was playing Peter Wright last week, going for a 160. Actually reached and
13-7 up in a Grand Slam semi-final, and Wright won it 16-15. Yeah, but a fantastic sight, the full house here at Minehead.
Fantastic sound.
Well, the two tournaments have grown and grown and grown, haven't they, over the last 5 or 6 years? The UK Open in March and the Players' Championship finals.
UK Open in March
November.
is pretty much sold out.
Yeah.
81.
Potential shock on board 2. Decker leads Smith 4-3.
85.
Always been a quick thrower, Steve Hine, but since he's slowed down quite a bit since his heyday.
The tough fella to beat back in the day.
60. Peter Powell, 156.
Paul Nicholson played all right.
Yeah,
Stu.
he did okay.
He had
He
spots, didn't he? Looked okay on thrill.
Yeah, he missed a few darts at doubles. Frank Gerwin winning 6-2, but
I was just chatting to him and he said, I just didn't want it to stop. But I could have stayed up there and just soaking it in.
hopefully it'll give him the motivation to
Well,
get back on the TV more often.
Yeah, the throw looks there. He looks solid.
Double 16 for Wright.
94.
14 tops. One apiece.
Being shown a second
Clean as a whistle. Broke straight back.
Well, the winner of this to play Yorkshireman Peter Jacques, who beat Cristo Reyes this afternoon 6-5. He was 4-0 up. Reyes got it back to force a decider. And then Reyes missed 4 or 5 match darts, didn't he? Peter Wright under a bit of pressure here after winning that opening leg.
140.
Poor leg on throw.
I think ultimately Hine will have his spots in this match, but I think the consistency will be too strong for Hine with Wright. He's rock solid.
Yeah, Jan Decker 5, Michael Smith 3 over on stage 2.
140.
Big shot that.
Joe responsible for
78.
the look of Peter Wright.
Fair play. She spends hours doing it. Love the latest thing with the
65.
all glowing in the
Ultraviolet.
ultraviolet. Yeah.
100. Peter Powell, 156.
Just leave it handy here. Needs a treble. Yep.
100. Peter Powell, 140.
Ooh, now then. Double 16. Well, he went for treble 20, treble 16 and double. That was a surprise in itself because the first dart was sitting up so
Perfect,
nicely.
yeah.
Well, the calm from Peter Wright after the storm of the Muffin Man. Three legs all against the throw.
3 legs, 3 breaks.
Big story on stage 2,
big
Chris.
shot.
Jan Dekker.
Michael Smith dumped out in the very first round.
Jan Dekker winning 6-3.
140.
Peter Wright averaging 1.69. Steve Hine, a respectable 93.5.
He was 62nd out of 64 players. His second appearance here, his first 7 years ago at the Players' Championship final. Steve Hine, it's been a long time. But he can still throw darts like this. 4 140s. And again, pressure on the right throw. Yeah, Peter Wright, after winning the UK Open, lost the Premier League final, lost the World Match Play final, lost the Grand Slam final to Van Gerwen, Taylor, and then Van Gerwen again. Premier League's the one in regret.
Yeah, well,
6 missed starts to win the match.
think along the lines of Terry Jenkins, but fortunately he's won a major,
Yeah,
so
he's not far away from 2,
winning
3.
yeah.
I know. But look at this, Steve Hine, 140, 140, 140 to leave 81 after 9.
100. Steve Lepar, 81.
breaks in the snooker. 12 ball, double 13.
68. Peter Lepar, 14.
He may regret that.
Will this be the first hold of throw?
A rarity.
Focus in his eyes, he just knew that double 10. I did. He knew it was going in, and so did he, I feel. So 3-1. Peter Wright, the number 3 seed, won 1 Players' Championship tournament, lost 4 others, 4 finals as well this year, but he plays them all, doesn't he? I mean, he has reaped the rewards. He doesn't.
Can't remember the last time he actually missed
He doesn't
a
duck many
weekend.
tournaments. No, he plays the lot. Now the number 2 in the world, frogging Gary Anderson. Yeah, he matched Van Gerwen dart for dart for a good 20-21 legs in that Grand Slam final. He missed darts, didn't he, to go 11-10 up in the final, and Van Gerwen sensed his opportunity and seized his opportunity, but it was still a terrific final. Close again for Peter Wright.
100.
A couple of 170s on stage 2 tonight. With Kyle Anderson and Michael Smith, both in losing causes.
Yeah. Up next on that board is the 9-dart hero from last year, Alan Norris, taking on Jelle Klassen. That'll be fast and furious.
92.
Been averaging over 100. Peter Wright, 101.87.
136. Peter Lepar, 78.
95.55 behind. 20 for tops. 4-1 and a break.
38. Steve Lepar, 51.
Still in this if he can nail tops. Still in this, Steve Hine. Well, Peter Wright had a dart for 4-1. You think that would have been game over, but he's a decent player, Steve Hine. He's showing it again here. 95 average, and he's going to push Peter Wright all the way. Peter Wright, the number 3 seed here, leads by 3 legs to 2. welcome back to day one, Friday night of the 2017 Players' Championship Finals. And Peter Wright leading 3-2, but there's drama on board too, because Alan Norris, who had a 9-darter on stage 2 last year, is on a 9-darter here against Jelle Klassen. But Norris has been terrific, but not to be. He missed the 7th dart. Klassen one up, both missed darts to win the opening leg. And we will go to 4-1-80s in the leg. Yeah, we will go to this match at the conclusion of Peter Wright against Steve Hine. That was all drama. Alan Norris did win that leg, and he is one apiece with Jelle Klassen. To say we'll go to the Norris-Klassen match at the conclusion of this game.
59.
Steve Hine, as you said, made his debut in 2010. You know who he lost to?
Not you.
No.
140.
I don't think I was in it. Was I in it in 2010?
I'm sure you. No. I'm trying to be kind.
Oh no, I lost to Alan Tavern, I think. Curtis Tavern. Or Vincent Vanderbilt, can't remember. Mark Walsh.
Really?
There's a blast from the past.
Nice from the past, absolutely. He's still giving it a go, Mark Walsh, isn't he?
Yeah. There's certainly Colin Lloyd back at Q School in January, which is great news. My old pals club tonight doing a presentation. Chiswick. I'm sure they've got it on in there somewhere.
95.
101 average, Peter Wright.
95-40 for Hine, well, climbing.
124.
Probably should have just stayed there.
Pressure on the shot again here, though.
Get some reaction off the crowd, might have rattled Wright a little bit. Just inside. Ooh, long way off for him. Oh, it should go ball. It's a 25, leaves 57, 17 tops.
Can he sense an opportunity? Which way's he gone? He does need the ball in a roundabout way. Can't afford to miss here, methinks Peter. Right in the middle. So 4-2 it is.
100.
Say, I've been impressed with Hine. Been averaging mid-90s. The only actual stat he's behind in is the 180s. 7 apiece on the 140s, 8 ton pluses to Peter Wright's 5. 3-0 in the 180 margin.
Good last start. Steve Hine just won't go away.
He won't.
97, playing really well. A performance like this would have beaten many players today.
Absolutely.
Now from the West Midlands, still is a baker. Still gets up at all hours to go to work, and then
still plays all the local tournaments when he can get to them.
Plays darts of a weekend on the Pro Tour when he can. Not sure about that, Peter.
Could go back up. Yeah, leaves double 18. Super visit.
They will keep you up to date on board 2. 180s galore over there. The latest that we have is that Norris and Klassen at a level at 2 legs apiece. And here Steve Hine's got another one back. 4-3. Wright 98. Hine 97.
Doing an impression of Gerwyn Price, isn't he?
60.
All of a sudden, the door open here for Steve Hine.
Like I say, he's just
Gets on with it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's just annoying Peter Wright. Peter Wright be thinking, just go away. Let me get on with it. Just nagging.
60.
Nipping on his heels. Every leg.
2 visits of 60 here from Peter Wright, and all of a sudden...
99.
Again.
Say what a time that would have been to find his first maxi. That's when he wanted one. Able to fill it up. Desire and determination is just outstanding. He literally throws every dart with exactly the same amount of passion and commitment.
Right. Yeah, but he knew he was going to be in a game here, and so it's proved. Both averaging 97. And right here,
60.
hasn't left a finish.
Possible break a throw, and it's a best of 3, and Hine has the throw.
This isn't over by any means.
In 2 of them.
He's got a few problems here, Peter Wright. This would be a big upset. Yeah, this would be the upset of the day. Bear in mind that we know that Gary Anderson, far from being 100% fit, mine not on the job either.
Bull.
He needs the bull.
63. 81.
Should be trouble 19, double 12.
And he needs it.
But you've got to go. Has to go. My goodness. Tops.
That's brilliant. Can he finish it off? Tops.
61. 25.
What an opportunity here. The crowd has been silenced by the Muffin Man. And they've been silenced even more.
Steve Hine.
Well, well, well.
Now playing Steve the reverse. Game on.
Peter Wright in a spot of bother. 4 all. If we go the distance, Steve Hine has the darts in 2 of the 3 legs.
Best of 3, and he has the throw. Like you said, huge advantage.
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? The double 17 tops would have, well, I think, would have sealed the match for him.
3-3 on stage 2 between Klassen and Norris.
60.
Again, only 60 away. Peter Wright scoring.
He's feeling it.
Just dropped right off. Steve Hine could scarcely believe this.
137.
Could we have Steve Hine against Peter Jacques
For a
on the
place
main
in the last
stage
16.
for a place in the last 16? Not enough.
No.
Wow. Are we sensing something here?
99.
This would be huge.
Two great darts, then a loose one. But it's still very much advantage. Well, look at this, look at this!
171.
Amazing!
Double 18. After 12 darts. Right, nothing he can do about it.
Well, Peter Wright was 4-2 up. He could be about to go 5-4 down to the Muffin Man, who's ranked outside the top 100 in world darts. And there we have it. 3 legs on the spin. Well, this would be incredible. It would really open things up. Because in that little quarter at the bottom, Michael Smith's been beaten as well. It's now or never for Snakebite. 50% on the doubles as well for Hine.
near 97 at one, 97.22 average. There we go. They're impressive stats.
100.
50% players would take all day long, and those averages now.
The key moment as well, forget the fact that he missed tops after hitting the double 17. He had one dart to go 4-1 up, Peter Wright, at the break, and well, you've got to say that would have been game over. Hine pinched the leg at 3-2. He was back in it, 3 legs on the spin. From 4-2 down, the Muffin Man.
Locked together. The other board, 4-4.
Yeah, Norris and Klassen at 4 apiece. Right here, will just be desperate to get this to 5 apiece.
Again, nipping on his heels. He needs to find a trouble. Well, what a time to get your first 180 of the match this would be for Hine. Not going to happen now.
60.
Last leg shootout by the looks of it.
Who will have the courage? Who will have the bottle? Who will have the game? Or can Steve Hine pull out an incredible 156?
79. Steve Hine 156.
Yeah, 80 scored.
95.
To stay in the Players' Championship. How much can he see?
Not much.
Very little.
Wow.
Well, this would be the shock of the opening day. World ranked 101. Double 16 for Steve Hine to knock out Peter Wright.
That would have been a proper coupon buster.
We go the distance. Steve Hine has the dance. What a performance it's been from Steve Hine, rolling back the years on a major TV screen in a major darting TV major.
133.
What a start.
Yeah, Peter Wright wouldn't have wanted to hear that. He just gets on with it, doesn't he? Got to get 2 trebles here. Otherwise, he's in big trouble.
60.
Well, well, well.
From that early average of 102, 103, it's now sort of dropped off the best part of 10 points. See there for yourself, down to 93.
What an upset this is going to be. Here's
Huge
Peter Wright.
advantage,
The last time we saw him on this stage, here in Minehead, he won the UK Open. He won a major for the first time. He's back here at Minehead in all sorts of trouble in the first round of the Players' Championship. And there's no let-up from Steve Hine.
Another 2 trebles.
Is it 2 trebles?
Every
All
visit.
3 visits to the
Yep.
board. Well, he needs to fill it up. He needs a maximum. That's incredible. That is incredible.
5th maximum of the match.
Real tension.
He loves treble 19.
Double 18 for the match.
Again. Oh, to save it. To keep his hopes alive. 1-2-1, just 1 treble needed in this combination. 11 ball.
He needs the ball to stay in the tournament.
84.
He's already missed 1 dart at double 16. He's missed one dart at double 18. This to cause a seismic shock. Steve Hine has taken Peter Wright out of the Players' Championship in the most dramatic fashion. Peter Wright missed a dart to go 4-1 up. He led 4-2, and Steve Hine, you have to say, thoroughly deserves his win. It's all sweetness and light for the Muffin Man. Darts taste very good right now for Steve Hine. A shock upset as Peter Wright departs the Players' Championship.
Wow, we have seen a major upset on the main stage in Minehead. Peter Snakebite Wright is out, beaten on the decider by the world number 104, Steve Hine, a baker from Coventry. Hine with a 97 average. What a victory for him. Both players now talking to Ned Bolting.
Well, gentlemen, I have to interrupt to chat. I mean, you two have been talking ever since you came downstairs about what just unfolded on the stage. Peter, I'll come to you in a second, but Steve, that was remarkable. It will have meant a lot to you, wouldn't it?
Massive, because like I said to Pete off camera, as you say, 5 or 6 years ago, me and Pete were around the 30 to 40 mark in the world, and we're both trying to qualify the World Championships, and which we both did. But Peter's moved on to far greater heights, and well, like I say, he's world number 2 in the world, and I can't, I look up to him because it shows you what you can do. Darts is never an old game where you can be too old to play. Yeah. So I hopefully, I beat Peter. I just have to play the same tomorrow. Yeah. And move on, have a great win in the tournament, maybe kick on my career further, hopefully.
You were saying in the practice room, Peter, before the match, you were giving him all sorts of advice about how to get through it and everything. Any regrets about doing that?
Yeah, obviously, I shouldn't do that, but that's just the way I am, and the way I've always been. I've always been like that. I've never changed from when I first started. I always try and, if people are doing something wrong and they're doing something really well, I always try and pass that advice on. And Steve's always been a fantastic player for years and years and years, and it's just like every time we play, it's always a fantastic game. I shouldn't have got that close to him. If if he'd hit his doubles earlier on, he should have battered me. And as soon as the draw came out, I knew I had one of the hardest games. Yeah. Never mind all the other players. So I know Steve Hine's one of the best players in this tournament. He can go on to better things. All you got to do, as I told you before, just believe in your own ability, mate.
I believe.
Believe in your own ability, mate.
I mean, Peter's had a conversation with me in March or April time this year on the Pro Tour. I think it was Barnsley or Wigan, one of the two. And he said to me, he goes, "It's really nice to see you playing well again." And when somebody peaks his stature in the game now, which he is, he's like in the top 4 in the world. I mean, he's
world number 2.
World number 2, as I've already pointed out. For him to say that to me, bearing in mind that 5 years ago, me and him were around the 30 to 40 mark, as I said, equal in the world. It meant the world to me. And like I say, to qualify the Players' Championship, I mean, people don't realise how hard it is to play. Weekend to get in the top 64, just to qualify is mega, mega hard. Then you take your game up to the stage, which I did tonight, thankfully. Yeah. And thankfully, he missed that buzzer at the end. I thought he was going to hit it, to be fair. But he did.
I was as well. I was going to say, to take it, a victory's a victory, but when it goes to the 11th leg, and he piles the pressure on like he did with the big 180, and he had a ball to win it as well.
Oh, I mean, massive. I mean, I had the darts, won the ball in the practice room, which is massive. And then obviously, I took my chance, 134, 137, what it was. Then he got 180. I thought. Then I was at 113. I missed it. Then you get that one treble 20, big 11. And obviously, thankfully, he missed the ball. And obviously, then I took my chance, which was massive and massive win for me. I said I can carry it on tomorrow, and I'm back tomorrow. Come on.
Steve, many congratulations. Peter, last time we saw you on this stage, you won the thing, and I know you'll be back to great heights. And, hey, listen, it's not all bad. You got a muffin out of it, didn't you?
Yeah,
there you go.
A toffee muffin. Hey, my favourite.
Well done to both of you. Well done, Steve. Cheers.
Cheers, Peter.
Oh, what a fabulous victory from Steve Hine. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And this man, Jelle Klassen, wonderful victory for him in the first round, beating Alan Norris, the player who hit a 9-darter here last year, 6-4. So the Dutchman is through to round 2, which we will see tomorrow afternoon.